beers. Bloody beers.
On the piss.
That's it, guys. Welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast.
Brought to you by
Brought to you
Bluebird.
by Bluebird. Sorry, I absolutely butchered that.
We are Klutz and Das, Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear from the front bar at your local. And Klutzy, as always, we're coming to the people from our local, which is...
I think it's the Caxton Hotel.
It is the Caxton Hotel. I thought I'd better lay that one up there for you, just in case you fucking forgot about it. And as always, our favourite thing to do at the Caxton when we first arrive is to get a fucking delicious little bloke down our throats. So without further ado, let's get stuck into these ones. Shout out to Kempy, sponsor of this week's podcast. Bloke in a Bar beer, the greatest lager in all of the land.
Correctamundo, Frederic.
You can get it from plenty of your local stockers. If you head to blokeinabar.com and enter in your postcode, you'll be able to find the closest one. Before we get started, you might notice something a little bit different. If you're watching on YouTube, we've got one, we've got two, we've got, it's you supposed to point to that one, three cameras. So I'm going to try and edit 3 cameras in together this week. We'll see how we go, but it feels weird having 3 looking at us, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Bluebird has odds of $1.05 for Darcy to crack the shits after this week.
And never bring it back again. Yeah, so we'll see how we go there. But how's your weekend, mate? Big Friday night.
Yeah, mate. Oh, my God.
Large
Friday
one?
was proper cooked.
Fuck, it was pretty funny seeing a message come through from you. I don't even know what time it was. It wasn't that late. I think I just paid registration to play 5th grade rugby tomorrow.
Yeah, halfway through the second half of the Broncos-Dolphins game. That's what it was.
Nice.
But yeah, before that, came to the Caco, met up with the great Tommy Dahl.
Yeah, the great man.
The great man.
I don't know
from
if I told
Alpha Blokes podcast.
I don't know if I told you this, but I couldn't go to the footy on Friday.
You told me that.
No, yeah, I was just letting everyone else know because the people listening aren't privy to every single conversation we have. Thank God. Thank God. But I picked him up from the airport and we went out and had brekkie, and he called me when he was out the front. And he's like, hey, mate, I'm just out the front of like the Jetstar pickup section. I was like, yeah, sweet. He's like, yeah, Paddy Carrigan just broke his leg in the gutter. And I was like, you fucking bastard. For 1 second, I was like, holy shit. But obviously, why would Paddy Carrigan be at the airport on Friday morning?
Well, he was telling me that. He said he was dropping off his grandma.
Saying goodbye to her.
I was like, that's such quick thinking there by Thomas.
Yeah, he nearly got me. So
tell you what.
Great to see the great man.
We did have a plan, if we were together, to send a photo on the hour every hour to you.
Thanks.
For missing out.
That would have been awesome.
On Friday.
I'm so sad you didn't do that.
Famous Broncos victory.
It was a famous Broncos victory.
We did send a fair few photos of us enjoying a great time.
Yeah, well, it was just a group chat, and you guys were like, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm here. Where was Das? Up coast.
Yeah, Perigian Beach, having the time of my life. To go to the Broncos, though.
I reckon if you could have, you definitely would have chosen the Broncos.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, you could
go
have.
Broncos, yeah. No, I like my life, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Friday was great. Had a lot of fucking fun at the Caxton before and after the game. Caxton was honestly heaving.
The Sterling described it as a mini state of origin.
Yeah,
so.
literally everyone was like, it's a mini state of origin. It was just, the atmosphere was crazy. Everyone was fairly well behaved before the game. After the game, there was a bit of carry on.
Always is.
Basically outside Suncorp and everywhere else. But no, it was fucking good. Ran into a whole bunch of frothies. Ran into Scott Ferguson.
Oh, what a legend.
Yeah, remember how we were talking about how I wanted to get a coffee table done?
Yeah.
Apparently he's going full-time doing
those
tables.
Is, yeah.
So he was like, I want to make you one.
Yeah.
Let's sort it out.
Yeah.
So
follow him on Instagram. I can't remember what it is, but I'll send it to you.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He does some sick stuff.
Very, very
So Clutzy got a coffee table on Friday night. How good's that?
Yeah, that's it. So now for all the coffees I drink at home, I've finally got somewhere to put it.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. The game was awesome. Shout out to Bluey for the tickets as well. It was fucking unreal. Went with a couple of the boys. Had a great view of Tessie New putting on a massive shot on Cobbo.
Other way around, I think, wasn't it?
No, it was because Cobbo was going to score the try, I'm fairly sure, and Tessie just fucking bitched him out.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's when he hurt his knee.
Yeah, that's when he hurt his knee. There was so much feeling in that game. Like, there's so many ex-Broncos and ex-teammates playing against each other, and it was just fucking awesome to see.
Yeah,
it was
a great
awesome
game. It was rugby league at its best.
And the way that it ended with Tony Staggs going down the sideline, everyone was fucking up and about. It was pretty funny hearing the Finns chant.
Like Dolphins.
Yeah, like because the same guy that does the Broncos, the same stadium and outside.
Of course, yeah, because it was a Dolphins home game, hey?
Yeah. So instead of going like Brisbane or like Broncos, he's like Dolphins, and everyone just starts booing. But there's
Top
heaps
that.
of Finn supporters.
Yeah.
Which is really good. Shout out to Jimmy, who I met in the line when we were getting some puss. He's just moved over from New Zealand. I said to him, message me, see each other in the Caco. One, I was fucking blind in the
you were
Caco.
blind.
And two, I forgot that it would go to message requests, and I'm really bad at that.
Yep.
So
Apologies.
we'll have to see Jimmy at the Caco another time, but absolute legend. And a plumber as well, which
There
you
you
love
go.
to see.
Yeah.
But afterwards, we came upstairs. There's a little Broncos function, so Sterlo let a few of us up here. Saw a few of the boys. Didn't stick around for too long up here.
Yeah.
Tommy Dahl from Alpha Blokes is an avid hater of the Broncos.
Yeah.
Which is quite
A lot of
funny.
people are.
And he was up here, and I was like, this is actually fucking sick. There's a whole bunch of the boys. Paddy Carrigan was up here looking beautiful.
No
Cody
surprises.
Capewell always. Tony Staggs still looked puffed from that run.
Yeah,
but
don't blame him.
It was a big
Had
run,
the weight of
big
Brisbane on
moment.
his shoulders.
Literally.
Literally.
But
Good to see the Broncos came back to the Caxton too, not
Yeah.
the Dolphins. Like,
Yeah.
this is our fucking home.
yeah,
Like,
that's it. That's it. So it was pretty funny though. Tommy, he was up here, and I'll tell you what, there's too many arrogant fucking Broncos players up here. Can we just get back down to the punters? It's like,
Yeah.
when you go to the punters, you're like, I want to get in amongst the punters.
I love that.
We went downstairs, and amongst the punters, we fucking got.
Did he get mugged? Like, did he get swamped by people?
Bro,
Yeah.
we tried to walk in, and the Secchi wasn't letting him in because he was like, you're sweet to go in. We're going in with the boys. And Tommy was coming. He goes, mate, you can't just fucking walk in. And we're like, do you know who he is as well, cunt? Bring him in.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Get him
and
in
all
here.
the people on the line were just like yelling and abusing the Secchi, the
He's
poor
probably-
bloke. And we were just like, oh, I was like, mate, he's with me. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, we're going in. Went in. We just got mobbed in the corner. It was fucking horny stuff.
That's so horny.
Tried to go to the toilet through the pokies because I thought that'd be the quickest, easiest route.
Yeah. Did you accidentally slip 100 in on the way through? Or
No, on the way back.
once you were relieved?
Yeah, that's it. But it was fucking unreal, man. Like, ran into heaps of people. Don't know if many people out there know that there's Rupert from Maths this season.
No, I don't watch maths. No.
Love it.
Yeah.
So Rupert's on Maths. He's the fellow I ran into the toilet on the way back from Melbourne, and
Yeah.
I was real fucking like out of it still
Scat,
because we
yeah.
hadn't slept.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I think I know that cunt. And then we had a chat. He was a legend. Found out he's the same age as us and went to St. Pat's in the same year.
Rocked.
Weird.
So rocked. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Shout out to him. And I don't really remember the rest of the night, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
you were fucking blind.
it was fucked, man. Basically, ran into a few boys I play footy against from Souths. Shout out to Big Cam, 5th grade stalwart from Souths. I don't know. I got fucking blind. And then I had this realization that I need to get home. One thing, all right, I don't care what state you're in. I just think fighting is fucking,
no good.
it's
Yeah.
no good, right?
I've never been. I've been maggot that many times.
I've never
been
got into a fight.
Yeah.
I am very, very happy when I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to walk down to Milton Macca's, and one of the Caxton bar staff asked me to give her a hand getting this bloke out of a gutter
Yeah.
because he was just
Another thing I've never
maggot.
been in. I've been
No.
maggot here a lot of times, but never found myself in the gutter.
Yeah, that's it. And we're trying to get this dude up, and he was just being a fucking pest. And then we got his phone, called his mates. They're up outside the pizza joint. Went up there. Some dude's trying to fight the Secchi. We were just like, fucking leave him alone.
Don't do
cunt.
that,
Like,
yeah.
he's just doing his job,
Yeah.
and you're a fucking
The
pest.
last person to fight is the fucking
Yeah.
Secchi.
Got this dude, like, eventually found this dude's mates, though. Got back down to him, and then this dude was, like, fucking pushing me and trying to, like, fight me and then trying to laugh it off and stuff. I'm like, I've just got you out of a fucking gutter.
Gone and found your mates up the road. Yeah.
So for anyone out there who does that, when people are trying to fucking help you and you are the piece of shit that's lying in a gutter
Yeah.
because you can't handle your piss or you don't know when to stop because you're a fucking degenerate,
Yep.
maybe wake up to yourself. You need several fucking mirrors. You need to be put into a mirror room.
Need
So
to
no
sleep
matter where you
inside a
look,
disco
you're just
ball.
looking at, sleep inside a disco ball and fuck off. Boogie on out of here, you piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I was fucking
Like
livid.
a padded room, but a mirror room. You know those ones that little kids like walk into the walls and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Except a mirror and you keep breaking it and get unlucky.
Fuck, it was funny.
Bro, like after that, I was a bit pissed off. So I was walking to Macca's, which also, when I got to Macca's, ordered my food, was still feeling a bit crook. So jumped in the Uber, got back home, didn't feel like eating it, put it in the fridge, and then didn't see it till 4 p.m. the next Arvo.
Were you like, yes, cunt?
I was like, oh, because it was a fucking double quarter pounder and 10 nugget meal.
Yeah, but surely you just reheat that.
Fuck no, bro, because the integrity of the burger is gone.
I would have gone.
Well, I just had too much head noise, so I chucked it out.
Yeah. Was that after footy too?
Yeah, it was after footy as well.
Getting
But
Kotzi's text on Saturday morning saying, I think I'm playing rugby today. I was like, yes, you are, bro.
But
It was so funny.
just before all that, though, on the way to Macca's, man, it was so funny. I literally felt like I was in The Walking Dead. I was not moving quickly.
Yeah.
And I looked behind me and there was a bloke who literally had his head on the side, walking like this, shuffling. So I started giggling and then two people came motoring past me and then I looked into the distance and there was another person just like stumbling. And I was like,
What is going
shout
on?
out to AMX. Like, this is great. They must be filming somewhere because there's a few fucking stragglers.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. But yeah, bro, I had a conversation. Oh, my captain coach, Shorey, the great man from 6th grade, we don't actually start up till the 14th of April. He hit me up. Well, he hit a few of us up and we're like, hey, 5th grade needs some numbers. Let's actually have a crack.
Yep.
Probably need to get a little
of
bit
fitness
going.
and stuff,
Bit of
yeah.
fitness going.
Not preseason. This is a game, so it's not
this is
preseason.
actual first round.
Yeah.
So, because next week there's a bye, then the week after is fucking Easter.
Yep. And then
So-
the next week must be round one. for you.
Round 2. Well, yeah, round 1 for us.
yeah, but
round
round
2
two
for
for-
the
yeah.
regular people. Round 3, sorry, for
Yeah.
the normies. And basically, he was texting me the night before and I was umming and ahhing about it. And then he said, I'm bringing Bill, who's his like 9-year-old son.
Yep.
He's like, oh, yeah, bringing Bill out to the game tomorrow and he's going to think less of you of a person if you don't rock up. And that really hit me hard
Can't
when
have
I was
that.
fucking
You
10
can't have
beers
that.
deep at Suncorp.
Yeah.
So,
Not Bill. Anyone but Bill.
no, Billy's a little legend. So, sure, he came and picked me up. I was texting Caitlin, though, saying, I think there's a possibility that I just ignore all the texts
And just stay in bed.
and just stay in bed. And then I got the message from Shorey and he's like, I'm on my way. I was like, sweet, see you soon. And then I was so rattled, man. I went to get my thongs out of the car and I'm just like sitting out the front. I was walking up to get my thongs out of the car and then my roommate living with Liv poked her head out. She's like, hey. And I was like,
Hello.
fuck her. Just had no idea what was going on. Sat on the front wall, just like, oh my God. Sure, he
Time
rocks
checking
up.
you got home from the Gecko.
Oh, I think it was about 3:30.
Oh.
3:30, 4 o'clock.
You got picked up kind of, like, wasn't early, but still.
11:45ish, I think.
Yeah, but that's only, what, like 7 hours after, and you would have had 200 beers on
I was burping vodka lime soda the
Yeah.
whole way up to North Lakes, and it was disgusting,
so
bro.
fucking rank,
and I
man.
wanted to eat, but I knew if I ate, I would throw up during the warm up or during the game. I was only coming off the bench, but it was funny as man. Shorey's a barrister, and he rocked up. He goes, "How you going, mate?" And I was like, "I'm good." I was like, "Oh, actually, I'm actually pretty shit. How are you?" He goes, "Yeah, I've been under the weather as well." He's like, "I actually didn't even know I did this until I checked my messages this morning." So he was fucking
Bro,
blind.
imagine if you got up and got ready and he didn't check his phone and you were just sitting on
Yeah.
the thing waiting for him to pick you
Waiting
up.
for him, yeah.
Fuck.
So, yeah, he completely forgot. He's like, oh, I was almost going to pull out, but then I saw that I messaged and said that I was picking you up and what I said, so I figured I couldn't back out either.
Yeah, fair.
But
Good
yeah,
bloke.
he really hit it hard the night before. So,
I feel like that's like
two
almost
wounded
what you-
soldiers.
what you've got to do. Did you get the win?
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. No preseason and heaps of piss the night before. That's
As
it.
I've said to Das, like, am I proud of my performance on the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Judging
think I
by
am.
the message you sent me, yeah.
I think I fucking am. Am I a bit of a bad person?
yeah.
Fucking oath I am.
Big time.
I'm a bit of a
They go part
cunt.
and parcel. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a cunt.
That's okay though.
I was feeling like shit, and I don't know. I find football season when it rolls around is my time where I just go, all right, because I hold in a lot of anger.
Yep.
Because I don't like to yell at people most of the time.
Yeah.
I prefer to sort of I don't know, be a cunt to other people on the football field in a controlled environment.
Let it out.
Yeah, just be a bit of a prick. And yeah, I did that. I did that pretty well. The first bloke I fucking tackled, I think I grabbed him around the neck of his jersey.
Yeah,
and like
from the front.
Yeah, did like I literally thought I could do a Gordon Tallis.
Yeah,
and like I heard the seams on his
look
jersey.
At Clutzy, look at Clutzy.
Yeah. I was like, suck shit, Hodgson. Oh, UQ man. I dumped him, and then I think my next tackle was against this dude who may or may not listen to the pod. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I actually may have ended his season, which is fucked.
That's not.
And I
good.
apologise for that.
Yeah.
Nah,
not
so
intentionally.
Bad. He it was a bit of an awkward one though, because he's running the ball up and the ref was sort of in the way, and he sort of stopped.
Yeah.
But I just kept going.
Yeah.
Drop the shoulder, play the whistle. Yeah. Like he just sort of stopped because the ref was in the way. If you run in, stop at your play.
Yeah.
But I got a good hit on him and just kept driving. And man, it's one of those, I can't see if he still got the ball. I'm pretty sure he did. But drive. And then all my body weight and his body weight all landed on his shoulder.
Oh.
And he fucking had it in a sling after the game. And I was like, I don't know if it's like a broken collarbone or something. But yeah, no,
you didn't mean that shit though. Like it wasn't
no,
a
it was
malice,
just it was a regular fucking hit and stick and just drive.
Yeah.
Cunt.
Yeah.
So, but the funniest one, my funniest moment, I believe, the opposition 10, I've seen him out. I keep forgetting his name, but I've seen him out multiple times at Howard Smith Wharves. And he's been pretty lippy.
Yeah.
Been very lippy, actually. The first time he was very, very lippy. And then he said he played for UQ. And I was like, can't. Like, you can't be lippy if you play for UQ.
Yeah.
And he ran, and I say I fucking flattened him. And the best thing was, I was a bit aggressive as well. Like I fucking got up in his face, gave it to him a bit. And he looks up as I'm getting up and he goes, fuck, man, I buy way too much of your merch for you to treat me like that. And I just couldn't help but laugh. So
Thanks,
reach out. But thank you for supporting us. And thank you for being content for the podcast.
Yeah.
But got a pilfer, which never, ever happens.
Clutzy was showing us like an example of it today in the CAC and you should have heard every bone, joint in his body
when
crack.
I went to do it, my right knee just it was fucked, bro.
Sterling was like, you can't pilfer. And he bent down and really fucking dislocated his knee.
That's why I don't go for him. But did that. And then I may have gave some choice words to I made the last tackle on this dude who knocked it on in front of the try line when they were down by 10 points. Then we heard last play of the game after that in the scrum. I may have said, how's your hands, you useless cunt. But, I was really in the moment there.
As you said.
Yeah.
Didn't mean it. Just letting off steam.
Just letting off some steam. And then dude, afterwards, I was like, fuck, sorry, dude.
Yeah, sorry, boys. Good game. Let's have some beers. And big news about this weekend coming.
Yeah, possibly. There's the chance that I'm playing for the Toowoomba Rangers this weekend.
First game for another club.
Against Gundawindi.
Huge.
First game for another club. In Gundawindi. Yeah, in Gundy. Just got to double check a few things. I might be going down the coast, so I need to check that. But our captain, Coach Shorey, he's a Toowoomba Ranger junior. And
they need some players.
We got the bye.
Why not?
We need to get some fucking... Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, why not?
It's just a weekly registration.
It's also cool, like a cool fucking story. Making your fucking grade debut as well, isn't it?
That's it. It's one thing I really like about what Union's doing at the moment is we've had it with a few other boys, and Snooze might be doing it as well. But a few years ago, Paddy O'Toole, one of our very early podcast episode boys.
And huge friend of the podcast.
Huge friend of the pod. He lives up north, and he was registered up there, and then he could pay weekly rego to play down here.
Oh,
and it was like a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Because he's from here. So you can be registered in another comp.
Yep.
And actually play somewhere else.
Yeah,
so you could be from, say you could be from Dolby.
Yep.
You could play in the Jeeps comp if you want.
Whenever
you
could also
play.
Yeah.
So I think Snooze is going to be doing that, which will be awesome. And then you're eligible for finals and shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
So,
and you're also covered for fucking insurance and all that sort of shit.
You know, Union goes, and that's it. The insurance is the big part, but Union gets fucking dragged through the mud a fair bit. But the social side of Union shits
all
on
over
league.
Yeah.
Shits on league.
Shits on it, buddy.
Particularly in club stuff.
Yep.
So, look, sort of hoping it's a fucking 4-hour trip out to Gundy.
Yep. But
the trip home would be shit house,
could
but
be a great story to
it
tell.
could be fucking sick.
Yeah. Stay
Don't know if
tuned
we're
for
playing
that.
C grade, B grade, possibly benching A grade. Who
That's
knows?
fucked. Klutzy could make his A grade debut this
Wouldn't that be
weekend.
funny as fuck?
Yeah, at the humble age of 28.
The humble age of 28
Yeah.
against what is deemed possibly the powerhouse of country rugby union,
Yeah.
Gundawindi.
Jeez, that'd be a
Yes.
tough game by the sounds of it.
Fuck yeah, cunt. Bro, whenever when we go out and play Dolby, like we usually beat Dolby,
Yep.
but fuck you get hit hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Tough bastards.
they
breed them different out
you
there.
know, you don't go tackling cattle for a living
Yeah,
and
exactly. And then all of a sudden,
can't tack a
just-
fucking little heifer like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I get out there. Just gonna check some things, so we'll see what happens. And look, we could get to next Monday,
And not have
And-
played.
might not have played.
Yeah.
and then this was all for nothing.
But
But
until then,
until then,
thanks for tuning in.
I think I'm.
Until then, vibes are high.
Yeah,
Hopes are
that's
high.
it.
What a weekend. Bring on Gundy.
Yeah, fuck.
Unless you've been living under a rock for the last little while, you've probably heard about a little thing called Chat GPT.
Yeah,
It's like an AI. Basically, I don't really fucking know what it is, but essentially,
Yeah.
it's an artificial intelligence thing. You can ask questions and it'll spit back like answers. And like we were playing around with it on our punters group trip the other week,
yes.
writing letters to each other and stuff. And it's pretty fucking funny the way it words stuff. But everyone seems to be like fucking, you know, all the content people are like, oh, fucking, how does AI work? And I'm like, surely we've got to dabble in it. So
Yep.
I actually was playing around with it this morning.
Oh no.
And I was chatting to her, I said, hey, my friend and I, you know, we run a podcast out of a pub and we used to look at craft beers, but now we just bring you the conversations that you'd hear from the front bar. And I said, what are some segment ideas we could do? And these are the ones that sent through, and I reckon they're pretty good. So like we
Yeah,
could
right.
use a few of them later. But beer battle, in this segment, you and your friend could each choose a craft beer that you think is best and then debate why your beer is better than the other person's. Could be good. Pint-sized reviews. In this segment, you and your friend could review a selection of craft beers that you've both tried recently. You could give each beer a rating out of 10 and discuss what you liked and didn't like. Could
Yep.
be good. I thought we could also do that at bowls clubs, pint-sized bowls clubs reviews. Pub quiz speaks for itself.
Yep.
And beer history. In this segment, you could explore the history of a particular type of beer or famous brewery. Sort of cool.
Wow.
The one that got my attention, pub confessions. In this segment, you and your friend could share embarrassing or funny stories that have happened to you in the pub. This could be a great way to get your audience engaged and to encourage them to share their own stories with you. And I was like, that is a fucking great
That's
idea.
great.
So I could have, you know, ended it there and put it out to the frothies, which we did. We've got a few
Yep.
frothy stories as well.
Yep.
But I went a step further. And I
to me.
found an AI that will talk to you.
Oh no.
And I said, tell me an embarrassing pub story. Based off being a 28-year-old male at the pub. So this is what it came up with.
Oh my god.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is using the voice of William.
So, one time I was at the Caxton with my mates, drinking some delicious bloke in a bar beer. I saw this gorgeous girl at the bar and decided to make a move. We were getting on really well, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. But then, disaster struck. I gestured a bit too wildly with my arms, and the next thing I knew, my beer went flying all over her dress.
Spewing.
It was like watching a rocket launch. The beer just shot out of my hand and splashed down onto her like a meteor hitting the ocean. And speaking of the ocean, it was like I had unleashed a tidal wave of beer all over her dress. It was stained beyond repair, and she looked like she had just emerged from the depths of the ocean covered in algae and seaweed. I tried to apologize and offer to buy her a new dress, but she just gave me a look that could freeze a black hole. I was so embarrassed that I wanted to crawl into a wormhole and disappear. My mates found it absolutely hilarious, of course, and they still joke that we know more about space than we do about not spilling beer on girls at the pub. Lesson learned, from now on, I'll be more careful with my gestures and I'll stick to exploring the mysteries of space instead of the depths of the ocean.
We don't worry about space, we worry about spilling beers on
Girls. Yeah. So eventually, I reckon where we could get to is we could just get AI to do the whole podcast. 'Cause
Yeah, that'd
that
be
pretty much
funny.
summed up everything we're about in
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
Fuck,
there we
I had to
go.
spend some time crafting that. I was like,
Jesus.
please expand on this point. Can you please mention something about how we know more about space than the ocean?
Oh my god. Thank you for that, William.
Yeah, thanks, William. But we did actually get some proper. We got one, It was a bit late this afternoon. An embarrassing story from a frothy. I'm just trying to find it.
Dude, have you had any yourself?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't. That's the thing. I was going to ask if, like, but I was like, oh, we haven't given ourselves enough time. And I was thinking the frothies could call up for the Monday pod moving forward. But I was like, we won't have enough time if we can just get a couple of good ones. But
I was going to say, just thinking, I always used to slip over when dancing. And there was one day I was at Birdie's. And I think it was when I was single fucking like ages ago.
Yeah.
And I was like dancing like near this bird or whatever, and I've slipped over. There's a secchi there. Everyone's laughing. And then I just was like on my back and I just started like thrusting in the air, trying to dance.
Pretending like it wasn't
it was a move. Yeah, and then I got kicked out. It was so shit.
Oh, so this is a story that came through from one of the frothies, George.
How you going?
Good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Thanks for asking.
That's,
You're welcome.
That's all right.
Anyway, embarrassing pub stories. I was up at the Paddo Hotel.
That's your first
And no, that's not the embarrassing part of my story. Anyway, I really needed to take a fucking piss watching the NRL finals last year. Cowboys versus Sharks. Remember that ripper of a game?
Yeah.
I really needed to piss, but I was not going anywhere at that point in the game. I just could not bring myself to stop watching because I knew if I did, I'd fucking miss something. So I was looking for a solution in my drunken state.
Oh, no.
And what did I see but a pot plant in the corner of the beer garden? And it was calling me. When I looked at that fucking plant, it's like I could hear it screaming, "Give me your piss." I knew it had to be done, boys. I shuffled over and let it have the full force of my tsunami for a good 30 seconds or so until I was done. In the middle of my piss, someone spotted me and I just hear some cheerleader yell out, "Fuck, he's pissing in that pot plant." I was like a fucking deer in headlights. I looked up, pecker out. I didn't know what to do. And after a couple of seconds, I came to. I zipped that fucker up, catching a few of the pubes in my zip as I went. Oh. Ouch. And I hot-footed it out of there. I sprinted up Caxton Street, trying to make it to the almighty Caxton Hotel before the end of the game, which I failed to do so.
Oh, no.
Anyway, boys.
Heartbreak.
That's my embarrassing pub story. I haven't been back to the Paddo since. Don't know if I will.
It's probably good.
Yeah. Jeeps in your cheeks. Don't piss the pot plants. Love your work, guys.
Bro, we've got a mate who used to be a serial pot plant
Pisser. Yeah.
There was one night at the Woods Bar in Mitchelton in particular.
This is
bro,
yeah.
so
I remember
funny.
this. Yeah.
He pissed in every single pot plant in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I know a dude who works there, and he was like, "Bro, did he piss in the pot plants?"
No.
I was like, "No."
No, couldn't have been him.
All the fucking plants died.
Pissing poison.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say the opposite. They're fucking flourishing, but clearly not.
That man
Probably
drinks a
because of
lot
what
of
he's
alcohol.
consuming. Yeah.
But then every time we go back, he's like, he pissed in the pot plants, hey? Like, don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, dude. No idea what you're talking about.
Hunter, if you're listening,
He pissed in the pot plant.
Yeah, he still didn't piss in the pot plants. Only been like
Shout out to
5
Hunter.
years. Hunter was not the one that pissed in the pot plants.
No. We got one more.
Hello, boys. How are we?
Very
Mate,
well.
how are
Pump
you?
Confessions, Volume 1. Best Farquhar, Caxton Hotel. I've got a memory like a goldfish, but I do vividly remember one Darcy Patrick Gannon, whoever the fuck he is, falling asleep on Magic Round Day 2 upstairs at the pub, middle of a podcast with the Hello Sport boys and Bloke in a Bar and Wacko Tower all around him, and yeah, he was kind of content with that decision to just cow it out and have a little siesta mid-chat. Another interesting story was completely another day, walked in on a Saturday night into the male bathrooms and found a young lady using the trough in a pretty unconventional way with her back up against it, and she's doing her business, and I think she was a bit surprised when the trough started going off, and she was a bit wet. She a bit soaked, sort of thing. That was pretty fucked up, actually. Now that I think of it, but
that is fucked.
Yeah, that was it. And then I've got a couple R-rated ones. Like I've seen some people get it on in the pub, and You know, a couple ex-footballers try their hand at it, and not naming names, but, you know, when in Rome, when at the Caco, have fun, eh? That's it. That's all I can think of. But yeah, Pub Confessions, Volume 1, done.
That's why we love the Caco.
Thank you for that, Sterling. I appreciate that. But imagine that, all right, you're like...
I'm just so glad that second story didn't involve me either. When he started off like that, I was like, here we go. I'll happily cop the first one, but I was like, oh.
Bro, what I don't get from that, like, right, females, yep, you don't have fucking troughs.
Yeah, imagine if we had to line up for a piss every time. Nightmare. Yeah.
But, like, you've got to think, the piss isn't just sitting in the trough.
When I first heard that as well, I was a bit confused, but that's like, you know when it flushes and it spills out from the wall? Yeah. It's gone all over her back.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's right.
Because it's automatic flush. so fucked, bro. Like, even though it's like technically
water,
okay, water.
Yeah,
it's fresh water,
mate. I wouldn't even be putting my back against that wall.
Yeah, the amount of piss that's been on there and vomit.
Yeah. Leave me out of it. Pub Confessions. Call up. Give us a call on the froth line. The number's in the Instagram bio. Send them in. We'll play them on the Monday pod. Alrighty then. Klutzy, our favourite time of the week, baby.
Yes, it is, Darcy. What is that
Crafty
time?
of the week. Not frothy, crafty of the week.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't butcher it this week.
So we've been doing this for a few weeks now, but if you've been listening, you know what it is, where we started off reviewing craft beers. So we thought we'd dabble back into the area in 2023. And this is a fucking delicious one. I haven't had this. I have had this, but Klutzy hasn't. It's the strawberry, cucumber, and mint sour from Sea Legs, which is up here in Brizzy. So
if you take a whiff of it, holy shit, you get the mint straight away, a bit of strawberry. Delicious stuff.
Oh, fuck, that's good. You can really taste the mint.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, how refreshing is that?
Dude, the mint, it just like lingers, but it's a good lingering.
This is like the perfect summer beer. I know it's not summer, but it's still fucking hot enough here in Queensland. But this is Sea Legs, which is brewed in the heart of Brizzy under the Story Bridge. The back reads, take a trip to the farm gate from paddock to pint. The Homestead series are a small batch fruit and veggie inspired beers brewed with produce from our very own market pantry or local producers. So it doesn't get much more local than that.
Bro, Sea Legs does some of the best sours going around
that
I've had. They just do like interesting flavour combinations. This one's not as interesting. Like, I feel like strawberry, mint and cucumber goes quite well.
Have you had the pineapple one they've done?
Yeah, pineapple jalapeno.
I haven't, but apparently it's awesome.
Mate,
maybe we'll have to try and find that and do that. Yeah.
Basically, from what you're getting there, guys, if you haven't tried a Sea Legs beer, particularly their sours, go and get them.
Get around them. We got this one at the Caxton Bottle Shop, Caxton Hotel, but...
Surprise. I'm
sure you can find this at a lot, especially around Brizzy. So it's definitely one to try. Grab it in a 4-pack when you're grabbing your carton of bloke. It will not disappoint, but another great sour to add to the collection.
What I like about it as well is the bigger can.
Yeah. 440 ml can, maybe?
Yeah, so you get a bit more bang for your buck.
1.6 standards, so it'll get you on your way.
4.6% though, so it's like...
First time I had this was at the Caxton Craft Park party, and it was fucking perfect. So definitely get around it if you see it. Grab it when you get in a case of bloke. And yeah, get out there and try some craft beers because they're fucking awesome.
Thank you.
So on the weekend, I was at the beach and it was lovely. And we went to the surf club actually on Sunday for lunch. And I fucking love surf clubs a lot. This one was at Sunshine Beach up the Sunshine Coast, like near Noosa in Queensland, for those who know it. Sunshine Beach Surf Club recently redone. Fantastic. Phenomenal. Overlooks the ocean.
Love that.
There's something about having a schooner at a surf club.
Yeah.
One of life's simple pleasures.
Hundy pay.
Like, you can have a fucking fresh beer at home, but if you go to the surf club, it just tastes 10 times better.
I think hearing like the waves and just like the smell
looking at the waves as well,
just like
vibe. Sitting outside, sun, especially on a nice day.
It's
relaxed. Not much beats it. Now, I was just sitting there thinking, not much could beat this, but I noticed that our good friend, and we're basically stealing this segment straight from him, Donnie, from the Donnie Sports podcast, they recently ranked the different beers you could have.
Okay.
Not top to bottom, but basically it's 1v2.
Yep.
Whichever one you pick stays on, and we go into the next round, right?
Yeah, okay.
Till we crown an overall winner. So I was going to run them by you.
Okay.
And see how you want to which basically ends out on top for you. And yours is going to be different. I think Geordie from their potty did it, but there's a few in here which I think that you will, pick as more favourable than he did.
Yeah, right.
So, Klutzy, your last beer standing. Round 1, we have the shower beer versus the early knockoff beer.
Early knockoff.
Early knockoff?
Yep.
Going through to the next round. We have the early knockoff beer versus the after footy beer.
Or after footy beer.
Yeah, I had a feeling this. I don't think it made it through for Jord, but I had a feeling that was going to be good for you.
It's particularly after a tough win as well.
Yeah.
You're with all your mates. You're in the change room.
Yeah, on a Friday night.
On a Friday night, and it's usually cold.
Yep.
But you're warm from it, and you just you start
Fire
the music
going?
up, fire going. You're like, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So after footy beer progresses.
Yep.
After footy versus airport.
After footy.
After footy.
Yep.
You're not siding with the airport.
Yeah, like it's nice to go away somewhere, but like the reason why I prefer the after footy beer is because I'm with like a bunch of mates.
Yep.
As opposed
Airport
the
beer's always
airport,
expensive as fuck.
They're
too.
real expensive, and you might be with a couple of mates, but you could also be flying solo. But you
Yep.
also like can feel rushed sometimes.
The only good thing about an airport beer is you're excited about the trip, right?
Yeah,
Everything
that's
else,
it.
it's expensive.
That's
They're normally weird scat beers.
I do like the airport beer,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think
but-
like the after footy beer as a whole is better.
way better.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So after footy beer versus the pre-footy pub beer before a live game. Caxton, Friday night,
That's a
Sunday
tough
arvo.
one, bro. That is a tough one.
If the Storm are playing.
I was going to probably pre-footy beer.
Yeah, okay.
I think because the vibes are just up.
Yep. You're excited.
Yeah, you're
Live
pretty
footy,
keen.
especially if it's a big game.
Yeah, because and also like the after footy beer can go one or two ways sometimes.
Yep.
Because you could be completely fucked, or you
Yep.
could have done nothing.
Yep.
But you're still keen to have that beer. Whereas the pre-live footy game,
You're
like,
always like,
you're
fit and
you're
healthy.
settling in for a night.
yeah. You're excited.
Yep.
That's okay. That makes it through. So pre-footy pub beer versus the hotel beer on a
Pre-footy.
triple A. Pre-footy, don't have to think
Yeah.
about that. Triple A, no?
Pre-footy.
Okay. Pre-footy versus the Sunday afternoon beer garden beer. And you've got no work the next day.
Oh,
Why do they taste better on Sundays?
dude, yeah, Sunday arvo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday
I
Arvo?
like that. I like that.
Even if you don't have work the next day, they're
Dude,
pretty
because-
fucking good.
yeah,
Even if
that's
you
it.
do have work, sorry.
That's it, because you could be chilling in the beer garden. You might not be going to the live sport, but there's usually sport on.
Yep.
You're with a group of mates.
Sun's
once
out,
again.
sun's
out. Guns are out. Queensland usually spectacular
cheaper on
one.
a Sunday as well. Like there's
Yeah.
some sort of special floating around.
Yeah,
There's
that's
something
it.
about maybe because you're naughty and you've got
And
work
good
the next day.
music as
yeah,
well.
Just
Yeah.
vibes. Okay, Sunday beer garden beer versus pool beer, like in the pool.
Oh, dude, I'm going to take the Sunday beer garden.
Sunday beer garden.
Yeah, in a surprising turn of events.
Righto, that's not where I thought we were going to end up, but this is the GF, the grand final.
Oh,
Sunday beer garden versus a bloke at the Caxton.
bloke at the Caxton.
Bloke at the Caxton every fucking time.
Jesus.
What about bloke Sunday Arvo Caxton car park?
Yeah, that's elite. That's elite. That is elite.
That's what you want. Yeah,
That is fucking elite.
yeah.
Dude, the amount of blokes going around the Caco car park the other night was
There's nothing better.
Yeah, it was
There's
so
nothing
many.
better.
It was so good.
So your GF win is bloke in the car park, basically.
Yeah.
Bloke in a bar in the car park on a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Bloke in the bar of the car park.
Shout out to Kempy.
Yeah, thank you, Campy.
What a beer. The greatest beer of all. We just
Fucking
proved it.
oath.
We just proved it.
Cheers, bar. All right, Das, before we head off, mate, got a little segment that I'd like people to call through for Monday's pod.
Yeah.
Sorry, probably the following Monday's pod, won't it?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
It will be.
So for the following Monday
But
pod,
call if you're listening to this, call in.
yeah,
now.
if you're listening to this, call
Oh,
in
we might
about
get a
it.
few on Wednesday
Yeah.
morning.
Basically, saw a comment on a TikTok,
Yep.
and it was about an apprentice doing some dumb shit.
We love that.
And so I want people to call through either as an apprentice, something dumb that you've done,
Or
or if you have an apprentice that's done something that is
Dumb.
dumb. Now, this one here had an apprentice a while back get left at a job site. This was a Sparky one as well, to do a trench. He didn't have a tape on him, so he used a 600ml Dare bottle
oh my god. As in, like,
So, but with
600 ml dare bottles aren't 600 mils high.
no, they're
though.
not 600 mil high. No, so he thought he used a 600 mil dare bottle to measure 600 mil deep.
It's volume.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Completely different.
There's an extra
completely
dimension.
different measuring.
There's another dimension.
Yeah, that's it. So, because I think Sparky Conduit has to be like 600 below.
You know what would be fucked if a 600 ml bottle was... There's no way it'd be 600.
No.
Right?
No,
No.
no.
That's
it's definitely
so
not
fucking
600.
funny.
Nah, it's more like, I think it's like 250, 300.
Yeah,
something
because it'd be like
that.
60 centimeters.
600 to 2 rulers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 2 rulers, yeah.
So,
Fuck,
but-
that's so funny.
I don't know if there's any apprentices out there that have just done
Surely there's
dumb
plenty.
shit. Like, I've done a lot of dumb shit. Can't think of it straight away.
Maybe think of something for Monday. When
But,
we,
yeah, guys, call
Reach
up
out.
if you've done dumb
'Cause it's
shit or you've seen apprentices do some dumb shit.
I was just going to say, if you do want to call up, 3103-3389 is the number. I nearly said the wrong number. 3103-3389. There's an 07 in front of it if you need that. I could never work it out if you need that or not, but
I
anyway.
think it's like an interstate thing.
Yeah, right. If you're not from Queensland,
Yeah,
fucking
fuck off.
unlucky, bro.
Jokes.
Unlucky.
Come up and see us in Queensland.
Yeah,
Queensland.
We've all got 2 hands.
Caxton Hotel, footy, chicks, big.
Go the Broncos.
anyway, I think
Okay,
that's
thanks
us.
for listening, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow on the Sports Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye for now.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Bye.